I'm 35 years old. I have no husband, no children, no talking stage, and I'm not currently dating anyone, and I have never been happier than I am right now.
Ladies, is this the type of life that you're looking to live? Fellas, what type of message is this woman actually telling you? Welcome to Wall Watch, where we see how women respond to hitting the wall. Today, you guys heard it, we have a 35-year-old woman, never married, no children, actually telling us about her life and what's actually going on. Now, again, let me start off by saying no shame, but we're all wondering why dating sucks. So let's continue with this video and see what we can actually get out of this. Now, before we do that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Most importantly, leave your thoughts under this video because I do have women who respond to these videos. So I'm really interested to know and see what you guys think. Now, my name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal. So let's get into this video and then let's have this conversation. Here we go.
I'm 35 years old. I have no husband, no children, no talking stage, and I'm not currently dating anyone, and I have never been happier than I am right now. Let's talk about it. I'm so at peace with myself. Like, I've never had a completely dry phone in my life. That's actually like super unhealthy. But you know, I'm just a lover girl. I swear to God, the best way to decenter men is to just go on a bunch of dates. And they're gonna teach why you don't want a boyfriend. I used to be like so excited.
Lover girl, go on multiple dates with men, dry phone. Do we still believe that women don't lie? Let's continue.
Excited to go on dates and be like, oh my God, like, what if this is the one? And now I'm just like, I remember one guy told me, I love how you just eat. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Pretend to eat? I've been having so much more fun going on dates with my girlfriends. We cackle, we kiki. We always get the photos, and there's none of this, what are you looking for in the next 5 years, horse? Why do people ask that question anyways? I don't know what I'm doing this summer. Like, I used to be so tied to my timeline because I was so afraid that I wasn't going to be able to have kids before it's too late. And now I'm like, and so what? The last thing I need to do is rush into a relationship and get pregnant. Are you high? Women have this internal clock that makes us do crazy, stupid shit.
Restaurant, we're gonna see your table manners. We're just gonna, you know, study you a bit.
I started the egg freezing process. I did some preliminary tests which showed that my egg count is really low. The doctors did tell me that might affect my fertility. My eggs are high quality, but there's just not a lot of them. It's just so sad.
And that sent me on my own reconnaissance and my own researching. And that's when I came up with dry vagina syndrome that women have when they're in perimenopause. And I had all the symptoms of what that felt like. And I realized, oh, I'm 54 years old. They say, I learned that perimenopause can start in your late 30s even, and early 40s. Yep. I thought, clearly.
And I'm not talking to those ladies anymore. Now listen, do not get married young. Wait till 35 and only look for somebody who you are going to make genetically a better offspring with, because that's your only responsibility as a human
shit. And that is one thing that I'm not going to allow to happen in my life. If I meet my person and everything aligns up the way that it's meant to happen, I'm going to be so fucking happy, and that's what's meant to happen. But if I don't, if I'm just meant to live this life that is full in so many other ways than being a mother, so be it. I'm 35 years old.
Okay, so I need you guys to be honest. Do you actually believe that this woman is happy? Do you actually believe that this woman is peaceful? Do you actually believe that this woman will ever find her person? I mean, she's a lover girl, right? But she also understands that not being in a relationship or not having someone is also unhealthy. Now, at first, all of this sounds good, especially to women. Women think, oh my gosh, look at her. She's living it up. She's doing these things. She's living life. Oh my gosh, look at her. I want to be just like that. Until you realize that her saying that this is unhealthy means that she's actually unhappy. Now, let me tell you guys, as a man who's been married, divorced, has children. There is a difference in having peace, right? Not having somebody that's on your back, not having someone around that has added expectations to what you may be doing or may not be doing. Now, I will encourage you guys to do better, to become better, to constantly reinvent yourself, right? I will encourage you to do so. But when it comes to having peace, I can tell you this. When it comes to this woman, it's going to be extremely hard, one, for you to date her because she sounds worn out. She sounds like she cannot stay out the streets. Think about it. Why would her phone ever be dry, but somehow she's ending up on dates where the guys are saying things like, man, you sure can eat. You know why? Because she's hungry. All right, she's hungry. Look, there's a reason why older men say, I'm not dealing with a woman that's over the age of 30. You guys just heard it. Does this sound like a high schooler, or does this sound like an older, experienced woman? Let me tell you guys, as an experienced man, I just told you guys my short resume. I've been married, I've been divorced, I have children. I can tell you this. What she's telling you, or what she's trying to sell you on, is she's actually a fun girl. The reason why I'm saying that is because she's going to give you headaches when she's not having fun. And guess what? She's looking for fun. Think about this. When you heard her speak, does she sound like a nurturer, or does she sound like she has strong maternal instincts? For instance, when she talked about a timeline, that timeline is important because this is also biological. This also has to do with her body. I literally just did a video on Halle Berry talking about menopause and how early it can start, the age being 35. Fellas, I always say the worst times, the absolute worst times to deal with a woman is on her period, during menopause, and during postpartum. If you do not have children, you do not understand the demon in that woman that you're about to meet. Now, I'm gonna also tell you guys this. The beginning stage of a relationship, known as the honeymoon stage, this is where things should be great. But if this woman cannot make it past the honeymoon stage, it's letting you know exactly what type of woman you're dealing with. Now, when I'm talking about the type of woman, I'm talking about her mentality, because when I look at her, I can say she's attractive, but that's because she successfully pulled off the clone look. She successfully covered herself. I mean, completely covered herself in makeup. She also looks like she may have went and got some work done. Now, I'm only saying this because when a woman gets older, she's going to need more makeup, more fake hair, more things that make you think that she's actually attractive. And I'm saying this because at some point in time, gray hairs start to come in, and it usually happens in their 30s. Now, they don't have a full head of gray hair till about, 40, 50, definitely 60, right? So if you see a woman and she don't have no gray hair and she's somewhere between the age of 45 and 60, she's lying to you. She's lying to you because she definitely does. Again, the reason I'm saying this is not to shame women, but to try to bring them down, right? And when I say bring them down, I don't mean belittle them. I mean, hey, you're still a human being, right? Or are you something else? Because if you're something else, fine. We can just meet, cool, we exchange a couple laughs, we can cackle, we can key, we can both take pictures, and then I can put you through the mattress and send you on your way. The reason why this is important for you to know is because men want wives. Men want a woman that he gets to himself. Now, the reason why this is important is because a lot of us are trying to deal with the social contract, right? The social contract being, if I commit to you, that means I'm not supposed to put other women through the mattress. Now, what happens if I still want to put other women through the mattress, but I got to deal with a woman like this? I'm going to end up single. Me personally, I'm going to end up single again because this is an attitude and a behavior, one, that I will not accept. Two, that does not line up with anything I'm doing in life unless I'm on vacation, unless I'm out having a good time. Again, this is why I put her in the fun girl category, not because of a body count. But let me tell you this. If you think this woman does not have a body count, you're stupid. You're extra dumb, okay? Because I can tell you, this woman is not a virgin. So if you think that this woman is not being put through the mattress by anyone at this current time, you're nuts. You're insane. And let me also say this, just in case there is no one putting her through the mattress, which I don't believe. But if this is true, she definitely has a drawer full of toys, or she got that little pocket rocket, right? She got something that's keeping her going because, like she said, this is unhealthy and she knows it, especially because she's a lover girl. Again, these are all things that let you know, one, she can't keep a man. Two, she's not ever satisfied. Three, there is no man that is good enough. And four, all of the above, right? No matter how you look at it, there is no man that was willing to take that deal. There is no man that she thought worthy enough to stay in her life, that to make her say, I gotta keep him coming back. I gotta keep him coming back. I need him to know this is the golden box that he's looking for, that he's desiring. This is the golden box. No man has told her that, or no man she believed was actually worthy of this. Fellas, I need y'all to understand what you're competing with and who you're competing with. Sometimes you're just dealing with a woman that is just unsatisfiable. And where this comes into play is when you start to think about why a relationship didn't work. You may think it has something to do with you. The truth is, you're just not her first love. You're not that first guy, because she's already 35. 35 is close to 40. 40 is close to 50. 50 is close to 60. We get it, right? Meaning she's way older than what you actually think. Now, again, her talking about this biological thing, or I'm sorry, what did she say? She didn't use biological. I'm using biological because that menopause thing is real. And this is something that usually slaps a woman in the face when it's happening. When things are happening, when she's starting to have health issues, this is when she's being reminded why she needs to have somebody who loves her, why she may want to have children, right? Because again, she wants somebody to take care of her. She wants somebody to be there for her. Are her friends that she's cackling with, are these the type of women that are going to be there for her? I don't know. Especially if they went and got themselves a man with some children. Oh, trust me, there are plenty of women who will say this, but are still looking for a man, a husband.
And hear me out. It's legit. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. For my single people, especially if you're close to 30 or in your 30s, life's great, right? Like, it's so peaceful. I mean, if you're doing it right, life's good. It's peaceful, no problems. You do whatever you want. Like, it's amazing over here. So how, like, when do you get a partner? Like, when does marriage come into play? Because if you're doing good and you're peaceful and life's good, why would you let somebody else in? So how do you get married? Is it just like somebody great comes along and then you're like, you know what? That looks nice, I'm gonna do that. Or do you just like, hey, I should probably do this? Or like, how does this happen?
For a man, a husband, because they're still looking to have children. Here's the funny thing. If you missed it, right? Because some women are gonna miss the message. They're so busy at looking at what she's doing versus what she's not doing, they'll get fooled. They'll get fooled into believing, oh my gosh, oh, she's living it up. She's living the life. Not realizing she's not. It just looks like it. She's faking. She's faking it. For her to still be talking about she's looking for her person, that's disturbing, because she's not 16, she's not 18, she's not 21, she's not 25, she's not 30. When is this person going to ever show up? Here's a better question. Does that person actually exist? Because she's talking about something that aligns with her. I need you guys to think about something. When you're chasing a woman, you're usually not chasing your purpose, which means you're distracted. If you're distracted, that usually means your money has stopped, slowed down, or you're not getting as much money as you possibly can. Why am I bringing up money? I'm bringing up money because if you don't have money, how long do you think she's actually going to deal with you? Again, she's going on dates where the guys are saying, dang, girl, you sure can eat. Now, fellas, let me tell you this. I go on dates hungry. The reason why I go on dates hungry is, one, because I actually want to eat the food at the place that I'm going to. Two, I want to know if this food is actually good. Now, I don't mean I'm starving when I go on the date, but I am hungry, meaning I'm going to eat the food. The reason I do this is because I want to see just how interested that woman actually is. Right now, again, I know that this is something that only lasts. This is a temporary thing. But if you can successfully make it through a meal where you guys are laughing, where you guys are, you have some conversation going back and forth, you know that something can be built, something can happen. You could possibly put that woman through the mattress. Yes, newsflash, ladies, all men are looking for a release, or we're looking for someone who can help us constantly get that release. Yes, the majority of men are looking for that, the majority. So I just want to make sure that women understand that, because yes, we're playing a game. You're playing a game as well. The difference is most men don't realize that you're playing a game, or they've bought into the game so much to where they don't realize that they're playing a game. And that game is, is love and romance. This is nature's dance. This is God's way of making sure that we still procreate. Because if everybody stays in their logical mind, the majority of us will not have children. You will look at a woman and say, she doesn't have motherly instincts. You know what? She's had too many guys. You know what? She's not worth it. Think about that, fellas. This woman is 35, single, no children, never been married. That means she's had a lot of time. She's been on a lot of dates. So that means that there are plenty of guys who did not think she was worth it. Whether she thinks that those guys were not worth it doesn't matter that much, right? Because at some point in time, there was some men, or some of these men, that she actually liked. There was some men who had some money, who were willing to provide, who were willing to protect her the best way they could. And guess what? They didn't accept that deal. That's why I'm encouraging you to adapt, to get your life together, get your mind, your body, your spirit, and your finances together. Get those things together, because that's the most important thing. I also did a video with Kendra G where she was talking about she had 3,000 women and they only wanted these 10 men, right? Now, these 10 men that they wanted were guys that had their lives together, right? So that's why I'm encouraging you to get your lives together. Now, I'm saying that because when you are working out, that's some form of discipline, because you're going to have to constantly exercise. If you're getting your money right, this means you understand how finances work. Even if you don't, start studying, understand stocks, credit, and assets. When you understand those things and cash flowing assets, now you can begin to create. Remember, purpose breaks down into two things. You're a helper or you're a creator. And remember this, you can't chase two rabbits. I mean, you can chase two rabbits, but you're not gonna catch two rabbits. So what you wanna do is focus on the things that the rabbits are attracted to or that they desire. When you have that thing that both of these rabbits actually chase, now you can catch both the rabbits, but you gotta focus on that thing that they're chasing. That's why I'm saying, fellas, get your lives together. But I have a question for you. What do you think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that this video is done, do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.